Greetings and salutations, my fellow Stuffketeers. Goldy coming at you with another Stuff and Things review. And today we are going to be looking at the actual Build-A-Figure from the new Marvel Legends Avengers Endgame Wave 2. We're looking at this guy, Professorhulk, or Smart Hulk. And you know what? For me, he is just now my go-to MCU Hulk. As you can see, this is the actual display I currently have on my shelf. I might be happy with my MCU. This might be it. This is like Age of Ultron. This is the original team. This is, even Avengers. I mean, maybe not the same suits, but you got, your Chinese knockoff, that you got from AliExpress. That's awesome. Looks just like So we take him out, and we have the team, man. And I couldn't be happier. It may not be the right Hulk, but it's my Hulk, if that makes sense to you guys. Let's go ahead and get rid of these guys and check out the Hulk himself. Hulk did come with, of course, an extra head. It's the snarky head that everybody's seen and loves. Oh, it fell off. Let's do that. There we go. Snarky head. I mean, it looks really good. I really like it. The likeness is there. I like the little touches of gray shading to show the age of Banner, which is very nice. And it is, of course, a very nice head. But like I said, most of the time everybody's been using that head. I'm going to do it a little different. I'm going to go with the more somber and Hulk-esque head. And I got to say, this is now 100% my go-to for my MCU Hulk. All the other Hulks, they don't matter anymore. They don't matter. Because this one is by far the absolute best. It towers over most of your Marvel Legend figures. It still is streamlined and looks fantastic. It is such a great Hulk. Here it is with the old 3-pack or 4-pack Age of Ultron Widow. You can see the size. It's the size the Hulk needs to be. Now we're going to take a look with the large scale Amazon 3-pack Thor from the Amazon 3-pack. And again, it's a big Hulk. He's a big Thor. I mean, in my opinion, Thor's I think that's a little big for Thor, to be honest. I don't remember Chris Hemsworth being that gigantic, but whatever, it works, sure, cool. But that is a big Hulk, and it's awesome. And the articulation on it is pretty good too. Let's break that down right now. So he does, of course, have the leg that goes all the way up pretty well, so you can get him some nice crouching and squatting modes. He does have double jointed knees that aren't that great, to be honest. And it looks a little funky. But that's okay, because, more than likely, we're just going to play with them and have fun with them anyway. Foot is, of course, on the pivot and the rocker, which is always a plus for awesome poses. The detail on the ripped pants and the painting is really, really well done. I have no issues with mine, and it looks good. Even the creases and the folds of the ripped pants look really well done. Excellent sculpting, including the pockets, the little loops for the belt. Everything is really well done. Thank you yet again, Hasbro, including the shading of the hair on the chest and everything and up into here. Just outstanding work on these Endgame figures. And we kind of knew that they were going to. Endgame was exactly that, the end game of the characters for the past 10 years that we've invested our lives into. And these figures are a culmination of everything that these 10 years have built. And they've just really done a great job with the Endgame MCU stuff. It's just outstanding. And this Build-A-Figure it's big. It's heavy. It's bulky. Let's go back in the articulation. I'm sorry. I got distracted because I'm really excited. This is a great figure. He does, of course, have the swivel here in the upper thigh. He does have the waist cut, which is awesome because he doesn't just have this. He has both. And this actually has a really good range of motion. If you look, you get forward really well. You get back insanely well. It isn't that natural looking, even unless you push it a little forward, because, not normal humans don't have a giant hole there. But, Hasbro, again, their engineering team on these figures and their sculpting team really are trying to bring us a better action figure. It's almost like they're sitting there and they're looking at the MFX stuff. They're sitting there and they're looking at the SH Figure Art stuff, and they're like, we've got to bring these collectors better figures, because at the end of the day, these are in the boy action figure aisle. Now, we are starting to see some, Figmas for Overwatch and stuff spring up at Target shelves, but they're not in the boy action figure aisle. They're more in like the, video game aisle, or even like their collectible NECA aisle. So they're considered collectibles as opposed to action figures. But what Hasbro is doing here with their tooling is just, it's outstanding. I mean, the sculpting, as you could see, is extremely top-notch, on top of like the streamlining with the articulation. I mean, it doesn't look bad. It's just double jointed elbows, that fantastic range of motion for such a large scale figure. I mean, look at him. There he's like, oh yeah. Oh yeah, I look good, girl. But anyway, this Hulk is absolutely fantastic. And I assembled my Hulk by getting all 7 of my Endgame figures at Mr. Wayne's Pop Culture Collectibles in Westmont, Illinois, the sponsor of Stuff and Things that brings Goldy 95% of his action figures. Like 95% of the stuff comes from Mr. Wayne's. So if you guys see some of my import stuff, Monster Arts, Mr. Wayne's, guys, I mean, go check this store out. If you haven't been there, I highly suggest you do, and drop the Stuff and Things name. Anyway, back to the Hulk. This figure is absolutely amazing. I mean, I give it 2 thumbs up. I give it 2 toes up. I give it 10 fingers up, man. This is by far, like I said, the go-to MCU Hulk. And you know what? Hasbro, you announced a very nice MCU-centric Endgame Wave 3 that'll be coming out, from what we hear, is October. So get to Mr. Wayne's now and pre-order your set. Pre-order your set. Don't waste your time running around looking for them and trying to build them. Go in there, shop local, shop small. Small businessmen, and they are amazing guys. They will find you what you need. They will get you what you need. Loose. They take trades. Just go in there and pre-order I'm pretty sure everything that was available at San Diego Comic-Con, except store-centric exclusives, you can pre-order at Mr. Wayne's today. So go in there, drop your pre-orders down, and you know what? Don't fight with the hassle and bustle of wasting your gas, your now way more expensive gas, to find these figures. Because like I said, I mean, I was at work, I was making onion rings. I don't know if you guys know this. I'm a kitchen worker. I'm a back-of-house kitchen worker. That's what I do for a living. I love doing it. I like cooking. I'm making onion rings. I got the message from Mr. Wayne's, Goldy! Endgame's here! And I was like, I will be there, my friend. And it was really that easy. So guys, drop those pre-orders. Hulk is an amazing figure. I absolutely love him. I have some more Endgame reviews coming for you guys this week, so be sure to tune in, because the next review is by far my favorite figure of the wave and will definitely make Goldy's top 10 of the year. So tune in for the next review. For all my wacky Stuff and Things misadventures, be sure to check me out on Facebook and Instagram. And be sure to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching Stuff and Things!
This is Stuff and Things.